Hello guys and welcome back to this very special episode of Create Ultimate Selection. And quickly before we start, I just want to say we've come such a long way since episode 1, both on the world itself and as a channel. Just editing this special alone, I can really see how much more confident I am doing these videos now, and it's so awesome to see. I'm super excited for the future of the channel. I can't wait to share some more of the crazy ideas I've gotten for this world. These first 10 episodes are just the beginning, so if you enjoy this special, make sure you stick around. With all that out of the way, I'm going to let you get to it. I really do hope you enjoy the video. I've got to say, it's looking pretty good with them shaders. And the sounds. Oh, what are you? Hello? Are you friendly? Yes? Okay. Oh, it's a kangaroo. I mean, I should have guessed that without the tooltip, but hiya, buddy. Can you like get a saddle for these, or have I been playing too much Ark? Can I tame you? Anyway, I'll be back for you. First things first, with any Minecraft world, it's a tree. We need wood. Oh man, I've been wanting to play or start a playthrough on YouTube for too long. Probably been about, well, before my last video that I've just uploaded, or should be live by the time this is uploaded. It's been about 4 years since I uploaded a video. So it is well overdue. So I'm getting back on the grind. And this is my first proper like playthrough. I've only ever done like building videos before this in Valheim. And if that's something you're interested in, definitely go check out the channel. Right. Let's go over this way because I reckon there'll be some, yeah, coal up there. Get some like basic resources. We don't need that anymore. It has served its purpose. What is that? Oh, a village. Yeah, so hopefully I won't get distracted this time. I've been thinking about what game to play. And like Minecraft is, you know, I've been playing it since the very early days. It's been my go-to. Still play it now. Very rarely play vanilla Minecraft anymore. I think kind of once you've done modded, and it's just like the quality of life features. Like, do you mind? I'm trying to talk. Just the quality of life features, like sorting inventory and stuff like that. You just can't. I just can't play without it. Like having a backpack. Like first thing I do is, you know, I'll join a world, rush a backpack, and then you could just keep exploring. Then you can hold like double the amount of items. We are definitely going to go down there after. But first, let's explore this village. Hopefully, relieve them of some of their items. And this sort of inventory isn't working, which is really, really annoying. So I'm just going to have a quick look at that. Come back, and hopefully he'll be working. We are back. All I've done is just added a quick inventory sorting mod. Just while we're on the topic of mods and Modpack and all that, I've added, well, I will add a link down to the Modpack and the inventory sort mod just at the bottom. Just so you can add that to your own Modpack if you want to. And it's bloody night time already. What is that? Goddess statue. Oh wow. I have no idea what any of this is, so I'm just gonna go on about my day. Let's see if there's a bed free we can borrow for the evening. Or just take. Alright, so we've kind of briefly looted this village, got a few bits, killed a few cows, so I think we're just going to mark this on the map, come back to it if we need, and just go explore some more. Alright, we've made it to this portal. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, gold panties. Yes, please. Guess I'll... This is... We really need a backpack. Like... Oh, piece of gold. Which I cannot mine yet. Oh, damn. I just noticed that. Holy crap. I am definitely checking that out. I didn't see this on the map. Oh yeah. It's pretty expensive. So I saw this as well. So yeah, I think we'll go... we'll go... here first. It's another little place up here as well. So I'm going over here first because I think this might be like a good little place to kind of chuck some chests down, clear out our inventory. And go explore that. That looks really cool. Alright, so we've travelled from spawn. We've come like across this village, looted a few bits on there, and then we are down here at the moment. Found this little building. We're just going to set up a temporary base. Did find a diamond sword in here, if you're wondering why I've got a diamond sword. I've got too much else. Found a bit of iron in that barrel as well, so we're just going to loot around this village, see what we get, and then go exploring after that. Okay, we're back from our looting of this little village. I think the spawns are quite broken because, yeah. But, you know, we'll take it. And I think with this iron we've got, I will make a pickaxe. Make a pickaxe. We'll go get that gold. And then we can start getting into Create. Oh, we also got string and leather, so should be able to make a backpack. With, I knew I made that extra chest for a reason. Just like that, one backpack. I can go on the keybinds, backpack. Middle it. What? That's just a button on my mouse. Boom. 3 extra rows of storage. And obviously we can upgrade that backpack, you know, to gold. And then diamond, netherite, so on. Okay, we'll go grab the gold from over here. Then we'll go explore that village. Ain't no way that's a line. Ain't no. That is the goofiest line I've ever seen. Jesus. Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't saying around that. He growled at me. God, this video is probably like 10 minutes long and we haven't touched Create yet. I promise. It is a Create mod pack and we will get into Create. But like when you got these kind of structures spawning, you just can't help but want to explore, you know? Like Create is honestly probably my favourite mod pack for Minecraft. And when they added the trains, oh god, got even better. There's just a load of food in here. Can't access. I will take this though. Just couldn't grab it before. Take another one. These baskets are good to take. And these rugs. Anything in here? I'll take another. Take that basket, I guess. I will take all these books. Yes. Oh, a villager hat. Decreases the trading prices of villagers. Damn, I look cool. Damn. Damn, sir. Anyway. Tell you what, if this was a 100-day video, no chance. I think it's like day 3 already, and we have done nothing. But you know, like I said, this is going to be chill. Just like testing the waters, to be honest. Because, like I say, I've not done a playthrough before of anything on the channel. So I'm not really sure how it's going to go, how it's going to be received. What? There's a lot of things I definitely can do better. And I'll definitely improve with time. But, you know, I just gotta start, and I forgot my bag. Hurt me bed. God damn it. Hello, I'm coming to sleep. We have made it to the top, and would you look at that view? Damn. Got the E3 schematics. Shee. Oh, you turn the hood off. There we go. Now we're gaming. Damn. Let's get that torch away. I mean, that's a thumbnail right there. Calling it. It's beautiful. Anyway, let's put my hat back on. That is a cool greenhouse. Even cooler loot. Thank you very much. This can just go straight in the backpack. And we'll definitely be upgrading this. Like, could probably use this gold to get it straight to gold level. Do want to save some for... save some for the wrench as well. Just to make Create easier. You know what? I'm going to be a good citizen. You can have your wheat seeds back. Aha, now this looks like some good loot. Oh yeah, baby. Not backpacks. Jesus. I got efficiency 4. I think there is a way to separate these. Separate the enchantments, but I'm not too sure. Like enchantment library mod or something like that. Might be in here, might not be. Anything up here? No. The more bookcases I take, the less cows are going to be killed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Just gonna go up here and carry on. Would you hair at me? Ooh. He ain't bothered. Oh. No way he's called them. He's chilling. Homer's chilling. He don't care. Say hi to Marge. I've been in there. Oh damn, there's all that down there. What is this? It's too much. Too much to explore. It's like two spawn next to each other, sure. Yeah, it is. That's wild. Holy moly. Hello, friends. Be free. Be free, cows. Come on, buddy. Be free. Yes. Be free, child. Don't come back in. Come on, boys. There you go. You're free now. I've enslaved it. Captured your masters. Damn, they're really desperate to get back in. Maybe they do want to be turned into bookcases. You do? Alright guys, so we got everything kind of organised. Got like fireballs up here. Did find a diamond next door. When I was like looking for some more chests. Just blocks. Not a lot at the moment, obviously we just started. And then just general crap at the bottom. we're back, and I've cleared out some of the trees around this area and on this hill. So I think what I'm going to do is build our first little base here, get some power set up. I've just kind of been like going through ideas. I think I'm going to have like a little waterfall kind of coming down here with some water wheels, kind of big, make it big though. Lots of early game stress and power. So yeah, as soon as we got the power set up, we'll get some basic machines set up as well. But I think that's enough talking. Let's just get building. All right, we've just slept, and thought I'd bring you back to show you where I'm up to with the build. I think I'm getting somewhere. Haven't really done much. Kind of built this out a bit. Got some stone smelting up back at base because I want this to be a stone variant. So what we've done up here is just use the chisel mod. Just one bit of iron. Completely forgot it was in here, but just run your planks through. Just your normal planks, and then you can choose all different types, whether the textures connect or not. But yeah, once we've got the miner going, we're gonna obviously get a lot more resources, so we'll be able to expand our building palette a bit rather than just using wood for everything. Yeah, we'll carry on with the build, and then we'll join back in a bit. Alright, so we're back at the base. I've got a couple of chests up at the new location, but I'm just going to quickly upgrade my backpack just to help transfer stuff across. So all it is literally 8 iron to take it from the normal to iron. And then with this gold block, I same again, 8 gold. As you can see, my inventory is overflowing. So if we put this bag back on, got all this space now, so we can just dump all this. Now a lot of this stuff we won't need straight away, but we'll just take the valuables for now. Alright, so all the chests are organised. Just got naturals, blocks with naturals in, good start. Crate, and then just valuables for now. Just very basic. Right, we're going to try and get the build finished, and hopefully turn these war wheels on and kind of set up some basic crate machines. Alright, so we've been building for quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but I've kind of changed the floor up and kind of playing with different materials and stuff like that. But I think I've got it to a stage where I am fairly happy for now. I'll take you up and show you the inside. Still very basic, but I just kind of want to get some crate machines down first before I carry on. Just got some basic storage. A lovely view. And then a little bedroom here. Just need to get another bed. And then obviously once we get more wood types, I'll change all this out. And then a little viewing window to the water wheels. So I think the crate stuff, if we go back down here, I think what I'm going to do is build into here. It's already kind of hollowed out a little bit. So just kind of carry on hollowing it out. And then this is where our like basic starting machines will be, you know, like your washers. So I'll dig this out, get some machines placed down, and then join you back to hook it all up and see if I've got enough stress and all that. Alright, so we just finished up digging out the hole. Done a bit of basic texturing. As you can see, we've just dumped our inventory in the chest. We've put in a ladder as well, so we don't have to keep walking around. See, all this will kind of change, but it'll do for now. So now, got some of the machines that we need. Guarantee I've missed some, and I'm gonna have to like move stuff around, but I think the water wheels are here. So what I'm thinking, I can connect them up. Hang up. about what is going on here. So as I was saying, yeah, we'll connect these wheels up and then we can kind of gear ratio them here. And then we'll bring in the power like straight in the middle here, which I think should work out pretty good. So obviously, like, just crafting up these encase fans and like even having this mixer now makes things so much easier because you're getting twice as many andesite alloy for your ingredient, because it's only one nugget and one andesite for one alloy when you use the mixer, whereas when we've been handcrafting it, it's 2 and 2 and 1. So yeah, just this alone is going to save us a lot of resources. Yeah, we're going to get the fans down, and then we're also going to get some brass mixed up. Now we've got the blaze burner, and then with the brass we can make a deployer. I think I've got some quartz. When we quickly grab that blaze burner, we can make a deployer, and then we can make andesite casings a lot easier then, and eventually get 3 deployers and make some kind of precision mechanism. But I probably won't do that yet. I want to get a miner set up first. So let's get these fans down. Alright guys, so we're just about finished up here. We've put in the water wheels. We've gear ratioed them up here in the back. We did have to take a step out because once we added the machines it did become overstressed when I added the millstone as well, but it still runs at a decent speed. And you can see we've still got a bit left. I've just kind of put this up here so we can keep an eye on it. Labelled up the different washers. We got the smelting, the cooking, washing, and we will have haunting here once we go back to the nether and get the soul sand for the campfire. So to fully automate this setup here, we've got one last little job to do, which is to put these attribute filters in to allow them to only pick up the processed items. Because if we drop in, say, some cobblestone into here now, it'll pick it up straight away which is obviously hard to see, but it'll just drop straight down and then be picked up by the funnel. So to stop that, we'll get attribute filter. And I've obviously already done this one, but I'll do it again to show you, and we can delete that. Just drag a stone from here in the JEI. Scroll wheel on here. Scroll down, can be smelted, add attribute, and you want to make sure it's denied. So anything that can be smelted will not be allowed through here. So for the cooking one, come in here. Let's just go beef. And then can be smoked. And then we want, again, same, deny list, add attribute. And we can pop that in there. And then we need the washing. We grab the crushed iron version, can be washed. Add to attribute, deny. Okay. And then finally the haunting, which obviously isn't set up yet, but we can get the filter in for now. Can be haunted, deny, add, and pop that in there. Before we start, I'll just quickly show you what we've done between episodes. I've just kind of tidied up the area, and I completed it off, built this wall up, just replaced all this with wood because a lot of it was still dirt. Just built the path coming round here, a couple of bushes in, nothing major. I do need to put in steps here, but coming inside, got a little enchantment area just so we can actually start getting some gear, because this won't do. And then what else have we done? Downstairs, just kind of cluttered up the area just in this corner. I was going to put precision mechanism contraption down, but I think that'll probably be in a separate building. Just keep this kind of basic for now. I think that covers about everything I've done in between episodes. So for today's episode, I've made myself a little clipboard to get organised. It's in a rough order of things we'll do. I'm not sure how much we'll get done today. Definitely not all of this. But we'll definitely get this drill contraption done, and hopefully we'll start on these farms. We don't have to keep chopping wood manually. That is a pain. Same for food. I'm like running on the bread from the village over there. So we've just got a couple things to craft up before we start. We've got the schematic cannon, the table. We'll also need an empty schematic to kind of load up the blueprint. We'll get all them crafted and then we'll meet back. Alright, so I've got a few things crafted here. And I've gone for the schematic cannon approach just so I can kind of mess around in a creative world. Play with the design. And then obviously I've got the blueprint then, which I can share with you guys if you do want to use it in your own world. Obviously it saves a lot of time in the video. And you can just see it being shot into existence. So yeah, we'll get this table down. And then I've crafted up an empty schematic, and using that millstone in there just to get the dyes for this, along with the super glue, is just so helpful. As you can see, I've called it this, but if you've got a better name, definitely leave that down below. Put the empty schematic in. That'll load up. As you can see, this is how big it is. So I think if we right click just there, this is kind of what I've come up with. Nothing special, but it's better than just drills stuck to a hole of logs with a couple of deployers on. So once we've got it kind of somewhere where we can get it built, come back around here, put the cannon kind of wherever. I think if we put that in there, it says it's out of gunpowder for now, but if we grab a book, should have one book, We put a couple of chests. This will connect to this and pull the items out to build whatever you've got in here. You can put the book in, and it'll give you a checklist of everything you need. I've also already got some things I know we definitely need, so I'll just grab all them out. And then you run it back through once you put some items in, and it'll kind of scroll to the end, it'll tick them off. So what we'll do, we'll get all of these kind of crafted up, and then we'll come back and we'll poof this into existence. Alright, I think we're finally there. We've got everything crafted up. Just going to put the rest in the chest now, and hopefully that's everything, and we can start getting this down. Put them in. Put the boot back through. There we go, we're just missing them trap chests, but I think if we go into the drill, the cannon I should say, to the printer settings, and then we can just skip missing blocks. I think potentially what's gone on here, maybe I've used the wrong chest in the creative world, but obviously before I upload that blueprint I'll make sure everything's working. Yeah, all the little kinks will be ironed out before I upload this schematic for you guys. So once that's all loaded up, we'll put a gunpowder in. Just while it's finishing up in the background, I just want to say a massive thank you for all your recent support on the videos. It does mean so much to me that you're liking the content, and if you do find yourself coming back here, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. A massive 97% of you aren't subscribed, and all it takes is 2 seconds. I think the drill's just about finished, so we'll go down and have a look. So yeah, it hasn't glued anything together, but I'll quickly do that off camera. And then I'll try and figure out kind of what's stopping it from being glued together using the cannon. Hopefully I can get that sorted for you guys. I'll quickly show you around. So we've got obviously a little seating area just to kind of sit down while we're drilling away, a little viewing area so we can see above. That opens up if we do need to, you know, get out quick time. We've got a trapdoor here, just so we can access the minecart. So I'll just need to put that in a minute. Once everything's glued together, up here we've got a deployer, one placing down rails, one placing down cobblestone or deep slate or whatever block you want to put under your rails. Just, you know, if you come over a lava lake or something like that. And then also at the back you've got the plough there, which will obviously pick up the rails as you go in, and then this whole channel's empty, just so you can place rails and pick them back up. And yeah, as I was saying, I believe these 2 chests here must have been trap chests, so I'll get them placed, get everything glued together, and then I'll bring you back in and we'll take this down to mines. Alright guys, I just thought I'd quickly bring you back. I've had to kind of re-glue everything, just to not include like the blank spaces here and like up in the corners. Like I kind of squared it off, if you get me. So now it doesn't include this, because if I was putting this down and it was kind of picking up bits of the wall. So just kind of redone it with that in mind, and it seems to be working now. I'll just give it a little test run up here, and that tree was unfortunately the test subject, but I'll pick this up now. Success. And then we can So now our little mining drill is just all contained within this one space. Can take this to our anvil. So like I say, if you've got a better name, leave a comment down below. I think all that's left to do is take this down the mines and go get some resources. Alright, so we're just finishing up digging out a bit of a hole here. We've dug down to -58. See on the map. Come up here. So this is our sort of home. I've kind of dug this way and then kind of dug back on myself to kind of end up in this area, because eventually I want an elevator shot straight from the surface all the way down to where we are now. So hopefully I've kind of lined it up correctly. I mean, I think so, because it's this kind of flat area, so as long as we're kind of in the area. So we can put this down, the contraption in, do that, just come up here, put the lever down. Just a moment we've all been waiting for. Give this a little push, jump on my seat, and we're going. I'll just quickly hop out, grab this, and there she is, mining away. So we can just kind of place torches on the side if we want. Come along, we can see what we've got already. Guys, I do need to place this trapdoor back down again, because I feel like it was interfering with the contraption at first. Oh, look at that. I can just place torches straight from my seat. Beautiful. I am super excited that this is working now. We've got an easy way to get blocks, resources, so it's going to make building a whole lot easier now. So we've come a little bit away just to kind of test it out. Placing torches as we go. Hopefully it's enough to stop stuff spawning. I'm just going to head back towards base. Just pop this back down. And there we go. So we just dug all the way back. As you can see, we haven't gone too far on the map. Just kind of down, back up. We've got all these exposed doors that we can come back and scoop up. Now we'll just head back up to the surface and see what goodies we've got. And after 50 million jumps and banging my head later, we've finally emerged. So we'll just come and have a look, see what we've got so far from that little mining trip. We'll get all the goodies out. As you can see, we've got a decent amount of stuff for less than probably about 5 minutes work. Well, 5 minutes of sitting on me seat, placing torches along the wall. As you can see, I've decorated the hole, filled it with some water, put some kelp in behind, which will turn into an automatic kelp farm eventually. But for today's episode, we're going to jump straight in and craft a portable storage for us. So all our chests are full, our backpack's full. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so starting here with a rail and a minecart assembler. I'm going to put 3 by 4 volt on top. Like so. And then we're going to come around the other side so the minecart is at the back. Okay, so we're going to place a packager there with a chute below it. That's going to pull the packages out of the item vault once they're requested. We're going to drop into another packager, which will unpackage the items into the barrel. Use an iron barrel here just so it can hold more items at a time, so we can kind of pull out big stacks as and when we need it. And then we need a stock link, which will connect to the stock ticker, which will send the request to the stock link. Link that up with right click, and then we can place it down. And then we place a item hatch here to deposit items back into the storage. So the only thing we need now is a blaze burner, so we'll just quickly go and grab a few of them from the nether. Alright, so we're back with the blaze burner, so I think we can pop this in the middle here. It should connect. It doesn't, so we'll place that next to it. And there we go, it's got its green little hat on and it connects up there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move everything down. And as you can see, we can see everything that's in the vault now. Now it's all connected, and we can withdraw them items by requesting. If we just click the shoot, it'll drop it at the bottom, then click send. The package will come out down the funnel, get unpackaged by the bottom packager, and then into the barrel. That's the basic kind of principle of how this storage system works. So we'll kind of go ahead and make this all look tidy and bring you back in. Alright, after a bit of time and way too many copycat panels, we've got it somewhat looking like a truck if you use your imagination. I've moved the blaze burner back up just so it's like the window of the truck, and then I've moved the hatch down to be above the barrel, and then kind of use these half panels, kind of give you a little window, and then tucked in a crafting table here because there was an empty space. And as you can see, I've transferred all of our items into the storage and got them all organized using filters. I've just got one more filter to do, but I thought I'd show you how to set one up so you can do one yourself. So we've got an attribute filter here, so we want to organize all these shinies at the bottom, all our ingots and gems, stuff like that, and I obviously want them to be at the top of the list. We come in here, we can search in the JEI for ingots, bring them over, and then we scroll down here, and you want to scroll down to forge ingots. Now every ingot will be included in this. And we also want A2 ingots. Also get the barm ingots, which I'm not too sure which mod. I'm not too sure what mod this is from, but we'll just add it anyway. And then I think what else we want are gems. Select diamond. And we come here, forge gems. And then I think the last thing would be dust. Which forge dust again. Put mechanism alloys there as well. And then you go to your stock ticker. And you can see these are the ones I've already done. I've had to use a list filter there for the individual plates because I couldn't kind of get them to group in. And then we come to new category. Pop in our attribute filter. Call this one shinies. And then we can just move that to the top using these arrows. Or shift move to move it all the way to the top. Click done. Now as you can see, we've got all our shinies now nice and organized. So now because we've got rid of our chests in the base, I think we can get a little precision mechanism machine in here. I was going to wait till we got a big workshop to do it, but I think having speed controllers going forward will be a massive benefit. So yeah, we'll get that quickly built and I'll show you how it all works. Alright, so I've got all this set up now. So we've got the rotational power coming up from the back into 2 gearboxes, just so this is spinning the right way. Power goes up into the encased chain drive and across for these deployers. And we've just used item drains to kind of loop this back around so we don't need any power running to the back there. And I've just used this filter here to deny precision mechanisms, so everything will be picked up by this except precision mechanisms, which will go along the belt and into the storage drawer. So to test this out here, we need to put small cogs in there, large cogs in there, iron nuggies, in there, and then we'll just drop one sheet on here, and that'll go round.
One eternity later.
And there we go, the complete precision mechanism just goes into the storage drawer here. And now we can easily craft, you know, speed controllers, all that kind of good stuff going forward. And easily one of the best features of this portable storage is we can come up to you with an empty hand, shift right click, and all our inventory just gets deposited straight into there. So it just makes for easy inventory management. And then when we want to move, we just come around the back here, give everything a redstone signal, and pick it up. And we can take it wherever we want, wherever we're building next. So with our storage all completed, we can go to our clipboard, check that off. I think next we're going to do our iron farm. I was going to set up the farm today, but our iron's running really low, so got a area over there in mind. So we'll just kind of get a platform down and we'll get this set up. Alright, so that's the iron part of the build completed. Cobblestone will feed into the top chest here. It'll come down the chutes into the millstone. It'll get ground up into gravel. Drop into the chutes onto the belt, which will feed into this chest here. And then we can keep a little backlog of gravel if it does back up. The gravel will then come out onto the item drain and across onto the depot. And then get washed from the fan underneath, which will give us iron nuggies and flint. The nuggies will go into the storage drawer and the flint will just drop out the back with an item filler on the brass funnel. So now what we need to do is get the cobblestone generating, get some power in, and then I'll run through how it all works. So now we've built our basic cobblestone generator, we've got some water wheels in, we can get a speed rotation controller down at the end. And this speed controller just allows us to easily up the speed of the rotation without having to gear ratio using cogs. So all that's left to do now is hook everything up to power, get a building around this, and I'll bring you back in and show you the completed build. So guys, it's been a minute since we last recorded. I came to do the editing and all my voiceover was just unusable, so I've had to kind of go through all the videos and re-record the voiceover for the whole video. So this video's kind of taken twice as long, so I've had to kind of cut bits out to kind of get this video out in time. So yeah, it's been a bit of a mission to kind of re-record everything. Obviously I powered through it, and I have had to kind of cut the building part out, but I'll quickly show you what I've done, walk through everything so you kind of get an idea of blocks I've used, that kind of stuff, how everything works. So without further ado, this is what we've come up with. Like I say, it's nothing major, just a little hut over the top with a few bit of basic texturing. So we'll start here. Kind of bought me storage over and just parked in the driveway for now. Use these diorite walls from Diagonal Fences mod. So coming into the building, we got a little sign. And if anyone's got a better name, because I'm terrible with naming things, drop it down below and we'll get that changed. But coming in, it's been running for a little bit, so we have a small little deposit built up now, and we've got some safety railings in. Got a little staircase leading up to the cobble farm. So we're heading up the stairs. We've got our cobble back up for the iron farm. And a little bridge going across. And I haven't done anything with this yet, obviously just running out of time, but I eventually need to get a threshold switch so we can turn this farm off when we're not when it's all backed up. But that's all this is 2 drills here running off the belt power. With the lava there and the drills are waterlogged, and with the Create 6 update, cobblestone will just drop straight into this item storage through the chute. It doesn't actually produce a block anymore. So with that all built, it just leaves us with one thing left to do today, which is to check off the cobble gen and iron off our list. So we've got them kind of basically automated now. So between episodes, the iron farm's been working away. We also got a little pet. How cute. But yeah, the iron farm's just been ticking away. So like I say, it didn't really need much because it'll just kind of build up and build up. So little changes I've made in here. I've added a second fan. And I've lost that plank forever. Oh yes, ignore that, ignore that. Nothing to see under there. Anyway, we'll just ignore the big stack of flint that I completely forgot was just dumping into the hole at the back. So yeah, we added a second fan. I had to put a balcony because the depot wasn't inserting into the storage drawer, but I kind of prefer this layout anyway. So this just releases 32 gravel at a time. Yeah. So you have a stack of 32 there, stack of 32 there, and it just kind of washes them both at the same time. He's going to get really annoying. And then we just kind of put these copycat boards everywhere. Just to kind of make it look a bit cooler. Just backlit behind here with a few lanterns. You see we've got a bit of a backlog of cobble, but I did add a 3rd millstone as well. Just because the gravel wasn't keeping up with the cobblestone, so that meant I did have to add a couple more water wheels out here and extend this, but apart from that, I've just done a bit of texturing around here. Did this little scuff setup over here just to get us some wool, just ticking over again. Obviously it's built up quite a bit, but yeah, all this is a deployer with some shears with the water wheel attached. It fires the wool up and into the chest. But yeah, pretty inefficient, but even still, 4.5 stacks nearly there now. And hopefully we'll get that bit more of a permanent setup later. But first, it's episode 5. We still haven't set up any kind of wood automation. So yeah, chopping wood by hand or using the saw by hand is just something I don't want to do anymore. So I've got this little area here. Got a bit of a plan. But for now, I just kind of want to get the tree farm in, just so that's kind of ticking over. And then I'll come back later, put in a building. So now we've got the storage over here. We've got a couple of bits crafted up. So if we come up here, cleared out a bit of space and I marked out the centre. And I am going to use the schematic to kind of place certain saplings. Alright, so after fighting with the trees growing, before I could place all the saplings down, I realised I should just probably stop the trees from growing. So just kind of put planks over the top for now, just so we can get this schematic sorted. So in here somewhere, the schematic and quill. So if we come to here, and then here. So now we've got the schematic. It shows up here and we can just kind of scroll that down into place. And you can see obviously where the saplings are going to be placed. Exactly where we've placed them ourselves. So you just need to get rid of all this, get the actual contraption down. Alright, so I think I've got everything kind of placed down. All that's left to do is glue everything together. We'll just get that quickly done now. Up there, and then we've got the barrels and the floor. Just hop down here. We're using trapdoors to connect everything up. So that to there. That could come across. That barrel to that one. So that should be everything connected. Obviously we need a storage interface, but what made a noise? Ah, it's spinning and it is not connected. Okay, that was definitely my first attempt. And it's all working. As it should be, I think. So now all we need to do is get the saplings in and use this schematic we made earlier to place in the deployers. So if we come back down here, should just be able to put the schematic in here. I hope. So the saplings are in. We've loaded the schematic into the deployers. So I think all we've got to do now is turn it on. And it's placing. It works.
Great success.
So if we come under here, I think you can put in a temporary vault solution, because eventually they're going to, well, the logs are going to be coming out of here and sorted into storage drawers. But for now, just to get this going, put a interface there, and then one facing that way into a chute. So I've just been sat here watching it for a little bit, and I'm already noticing one problem is that I thought it'd have enough time to get the saplings and it probably would fix itself, but I'm just going to quickly filter it so it doesn't grab the saplings. So it's a pretty easy fix. I would use a attribute filter, but I'm not sure if the mangrove saplings will come under the sapling category. So I think the best one to do is just individually list the saplings we don't want to send into the system. Get that in for now. And then we're growing oak, spruce, birch, acacia, and dark oak. And then we've got mahogany as well. And then we deny. And if we move this back one, just to here, and then put a brass funnel up top. Attribute filter in the top there. It should dump off a whole lot quicker, and it shouldn't allow the saplings to drop in now. Alright, so that's that kind of tidied up a little bit. Nothing major. Like I say, just very quick temporary farm. We probably should have set up in day one. I've got a sliding door here, which I really love, and I'm definitely going to use in the future. So Where's my checklist? There we go. Tree farm. Completed it. So over at our lovely pond we made last episode, we got a little area here for the kelp farm. So we just need to get the bearing in, get the harvesters in, and then we're going to feed the belt underneath, and then just have it kind of come up somewhere here for now temporarily. It will feed into a bigger building, but for now we just need to get it into a chest so we don't have to keep coming over here and doing it by hand. So let's jump straight in. If we dig under here, so I think if we just put that there for now, we'll have shafts going up. Need the mechanical bearing there. And we need these harvesters to be this level, so I think we could probably just put a barrel here. And that'll be our storage. And I think how the mechanical bearings work, we need a block on the back, so if we use these copycat panels, just like so, and then we put the bearings in here. Nope, here. And rotate that. So just been kind of debating the best way to move the items, and I was going to get belt in, but then I was like, I could just use item drain. So if we use 3 of them like that, if we use a brass funnel here, you can withdraw a full stack at a time. And then we just need a bit of space. Chutes. And a andesite funnel. Like so. Paste that into there. I think that should work. I'm just not sure whether they're actually going to go into the chest or not. Whether I need another funnel here potentially. Ta-da! Up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Just fill that in and forget about it forever. Awesome. So, checklist. Checklist time. Kelp farm, check. Now, I've got a plan for all these. And I want, obviously, beef and leather and XP.
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention now.
We're just going to get wool from the sheep. And we're just going to be collecting the eggs, potentially. I'm not really sure how useful the feathers are to me at the moment, but eggs are going to be used for blaze cakes eventually. That kind of thing, so definitely want the eggs. Just, even if we just get them building up. So, before we start this, I've got a very quick little side mission that future Ginger's going to thank me for. So now we've got nuggies and unlimited cobblestone pretty much. I've been smelting some up. And I want to get some train tracks starting to craft. So we set this up last episode. But what we can do is swap this one out for a press. And then if we, to be honest, just rotate that for now so we don't have to mess around with the filter. Okay, so now we've got train tracks producing. We've already got 83 and we can, obviously, this will just keep running in the background. We can come top it up if we need to. So now back to the farm. Right, so now that we've got a platform down, we'll get some walls in. Just to kind of mark out where we need to build. So I think on this side, I want the sheep and the chickens. in their own little kind of pen. Changed my mind. I want the belt running this way, I think, because we're going to have the cows this side, so we can just gather everything on the one belt, and then we can sort it out in this kind of area. So, and for the chickens, I think it's just a case of hopper, 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 and then need hoppers feeding into this one. That can feed into that one. We'll just need some carpet over that, I think, for the chickens. And whilst we're here, we might as well connect up the power to this. So I think if we grab a shaft in there, encased. So that'll be all connected because we'll just sort the power out kind of down there. Right, because the cow needs a bit of figuring out, because I want to get the XP from them as well. I'm just going to build it off camera, then I'll bring you back, show you what I've done, explain how it all works, then we'll get some power soy to get it all hooked up. Alright, so we've got a bit of a design down that hopefully should work how I think it will do. If we come in here, we'll start at the top. So the cows will sit on here when they're fully grown, and then this will be full of wheat, which shall breed them through the log, and then the baby cows should drop through the trapdoor into this hole. And then once they're fully grown, they'll be 2 blocks high again, and then this deployer will have a sword in, which hopefully should kill the large, well, hopefully kill the big cows. So I'll have quite a few cows up in this bit for breeding. They'll make babies, drop down, grow up, and then get killed by this deployer. So yeah, now we just need to get the items out of here, bring them items across, probably into a vault kind of somewhere here. Alright, that's the storage setup. So now we just need to get the animals in, and hopefully it's all gonna work first time. I don't see why it shouldn't.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, I'll just quickly transfer all them. I say quickly, it's probably gonna take me a bit of time because, yeah, get them all in, potentially tidy it up, and then I'll bring you back when it's all working.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, we're just about finished up getting the building down. It was looking a bit ropey at first, I'm not going to lie. I may or may not show you my first and second attempt.
What the hell is even that?
I stuck with it, changed up the design, and I am pretty happy, I think. So I'll just take you over. Obviously just kind of textured up the outside. Just kind of blended the platform in with the rest of the environment for now. Used a bunch of copycat panels and frame blocks. Now we've got like a endless supply of wood. I can start using these frame blocks now instead of using all my zinc for the copycat panels. It's been running for a bit and now I've run out of wheat, and I'll show you a quick video of that in action. So yeah, I think either in between episodes or next episodes, I will get a little wheat farm set up and have that feeding into this deployer to keep this ticking over. And if we come into our storage, like I say, the cow farm isn't really up and running yet, but we have got a bit of experience and drops from the cows, but we need to get a bit more of a consistent supply of wheat for that to be fully up and running. And then coming out the back, I was spending way too much time with these copycat panels, so I kind of had to just stop myself. So yeah, the water will come down through the grate and then through here, and then I didn't want it carrying on, so I just into another grate for now. So between episodes, I just got rid of this chest. Originally, we had the kelp feeding in into a chest here, but I've just carried the belt underneath. And now that's kind of feeding into our main storage over here. It's got 2.5k kelp now. I did have to stop feeding the wheat into the cows for now, just because I need to set up some kind of timing system so it's not just constantly feeding the cows with wheat and wasting it. So if you've got any ideas on how I can set this so it only inserts, I'm thinking a clutch with a timer. Set it to like 5 minutes. I don't know what the respawn or the refresh rate on the breeding is for that, but the tool's getting quite low on durability, so I went on a villager hunting mission. And we've got a few here kind of set up. So this one's Unbreaking 3, got a Mending, Smite 5, Silk Touch, Sharpness 5, Looting 3, Aqua Affinity, and we just got a Fletcher here that we've just kind of been bringing flint and sticks and just trading every so often. So now I've got Protection 4 on the helmet, chest plate and leggings. I just need to get for the boots. Got the Sharpness and Looting 3 on the sword. I added Mending to the pickaxe, shovel and axe, and then I added Silk Touch to the shovel as well. As you can see, I'm like only level 6 now, so we definitely need to set up a proper XP farm soon. But that is for a future episode. And obviously now that we got a bit of food coming in, I've cooked that up and I've made myself a feeding upgrade for the bag. So if you're hearing munching every now and again, it's it's that automatically feeding. So this just goes into the upgrade slot, and then you can allow or deny certain food types. So just got a big stack of steak in here, which will keep us going for a bit. But with all that out of the way, I think today's episode I want to get a bit of a better workshop going, because I need crushing wheels, mechanical crafters, I need sturdy sheets, all that good stuff. So I think this is kind of the area I want to build. So I'm thinking like a bit of an L shape here, and then eventually I'm going to have a elevator going all the way down, I think. And then in the very future, potentially the train at that kind of level. But that's for a future episode. I am really eager to get into trains, but I think first we do need to get this workshop down so we can get crushing wheels, stuff like that, mechanical crafters. I mean, we definitely need the sturdy casings to power me workshop. I'm going to use steam engines, but I'm going to bring the wood from the wood farm that we made last episode. I'll just probably belt it over, and then I'll turn that into charcoal to feed our boilers. I think I'm only going to put one in for now. That'll give us about 147,000 stress units, which should be plenty, but I will leave room for 2. But without further ado, I'm just going to clear this area, get a bit of a platform down. I'll probably just end up going with a sheared cobblestone again, because it's a bit of a lighter colour, bit of a neutral colour to start off. And then I'll bring us back in once I've got it all cleared and the platform in. Alright, so I've cleared it out, got a bit of a platform down, so I'm just going to use a bit of dirt to kind of plan where I want everything. So I think of the boilers potentially here, that'll give us like a 1 block space around. And I'll leave room for another one there. And then if we feed the charcoal in here. So if we have a little kind of extension coming out the back here, can just do that. Might have to kind of extend it a bit more, but that'll do for now. So just grab some bricks so I can just start marking out the walls. Just at least the corners for now. And then I'm thinking doorway there. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it don't look like much, but I've got a vision. Trust me, you gotta trust me. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna craft the boilers up and stuff, just so I can kind of gauge the height we want. And then we'll carry on building up the frame. But yeah, I'll just go grab them boilers, grab the crafters if I've got the stuff. I'm pretty sure I have, but yeah, we'll get all that crafted up and get them placed down. Alright, so I think that's just about everything crafted up for now. I've definitely forgotten something, but we'll start placing stuff down. I think I want these burners kind of sat up a little bit, so we'll use these copper scaffolding. The burners on top, and then we need fluid tanks on top of that. There we go, perfect. So I'm thinking if we get a gearbox, like, where do I want it? Do I want it here or here? I'll put it there for now, just so we've got access to underneath. We'll probably just get the power straight in the bottom for here, because I do want this arm and the water on a separate system, just so if this does overstress, it'll still get charcoal and still get water, so it can kind of start back up again. Can't put this down yet, but I can just temporarily put it there. So I'll sit there and feed the burners. And then if we have a cog here, like so. So that'll be the water. So that'll just go straight, I think, down like that. So now we've got the boilers, and we just need to feed this with charcoal. And I do want a little backlog of charcoal, just so we can come and grab it as and when we need. For, I'm not sure what for. I know we'll use it for dyes, stuff like that. But for now, we'll put the depot there, and that's for the arm to grab the charcoal from. And then we'll need a barrel here, and this will be our little backlog. And then I don't want to keep sending wood over, so I'm just going to future-proof it and put a threshold switch there, just so we can kind of turn it off, whether it's the belt or whether we use chain conveyors. And we'll put a funnel there so we can drop 64 at a time, just so this has always got some. And then over here, we just need to turn the wood into charcoal, so that's just the case of a fan there. We'll have lava here, and a depot. And then we'll have to use a brass funnel again, just so we can filter it to charcoal. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get everything connected up this end to probably a water wheel underground, or now we've got wool, I could just use windmill bearings. Yeah, I'll figure it out, and you'll see a little time lapse of me doing it, and then we'll come back. Alright, so I've dug out the area underneath. I've put one water wheel in, and I've got a feeling it's definitely not going to be enough. So I've got a couple more crafty, but we'll try it. Obviously, I'm aiming for a level 9 boiler here, so hopefully it's got enough juice to spin these and do the arm and the fan. So what we'll do first, we'll just get in these infinite water supply here. That might as well just pop that in now. And for the moment of truth, we'll put the water in this side. Not that it really matters. And we're spinning at the moment. So to turn these into... so we just need to actually turn these into steam engines. I'm not sure where I want these, but for now... I think I want them on top. But for testing purposes, we can kind of see what's going on now. So as you can see, it's not getting nearly enough water, but they are spinning the right way. Is this spinning the right way? It is. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's getting power. So how fast can we crank this up? Let's go 64. Yeah. Just as I suspected. Not to worry. We can do this. Now, what's that saying for water now? Nowhere near. Now you might be thinking, oh, I thought you were building a steam power. We are. This is just future-proofing. Promise. This just means, like, if we ran the power for these water pumps off the engine, it'll just kind of... It's got the potential to just kind of cut out. If it runs out of charcoal, he won't be able to start itself back up. But with this... we should be all good, baby. Let's... Come on, babe. What do we need? Like 180, I'd say. Okay, let's go. Max water. Perfect. Now, just out of interest, for sciences, no. Nice round 200. Perfect. Awesome. You know what? Just to be efficient. And because I'm slightly OCD. There we go. So now I've grabbed a bit of wood just to kind of test out my little system. So if we pop that on there, that'll smelt up. Oh. I know one thing we haven't done. We need to take this off. And then we need to do this. Squeeze in here. That's that one. Hopefully I can select all of these. I don't know if there's a limit. And then we want to pick up from there. And we'll just pop that back down there. Awesome. Awesome. And the charcoal is done. Perfect. And we can put the filter on there, spin that around. It picks it up. It pops it down. It feeds it. Unlimited power. Sheesh. It works. I'm speechless. Nearly 300,000 stress units from this little setup. But that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you can see, it doesn't actually use that much charcoal. So I may have done a teeny weeny bit of building off camera just because it was a bit all over the place. I've kind of changed up the design, changed up the materials quite a bit. But I think we're getting there. It's nowhere near done. There's still a load of texture and detail work to be done, but I'll take you for a quick tour. So we've got the entrance. I'm not sure whether I like this or not, whether to kind of push this wall back. But yeah, changed up the floor to these andesite scaffoldings. Now I use the scaffoldings just because you get 2 per andesite instead of like using andesite casing where you have to use wood. And I mean, we've got it automated, but I mean, just standing at this front door, you can see we have moved the mechanical crafter. He was originally like next to the boilers, but I've moved it this way and kind of trimmed the building a bit just to give it a bit of variation on the building shape. So since I added the steam engines, there's been a bit of a lag issue. So if we look at this now, it's very hit and miss. Sometimes it'll drop down right down if I'm looking right there. I don't know. So I tried covering it up, and obviously it hasn't really worked, so I'll probably just tear this wall down and just deal with the lag just to open up the space again. Putting a tank here just for put lava in the future. And I'll have like a little setup for the sturdy casings in the corner there. I think that's everything for the inside. As I say, it still needs a lot of work. We're getting all the machines that we want. Just coming around the side, I've just kind of encased the wood bit with limestone. Added these rain gutters again. It didn't really kind of work everywhere because of me using slabs and stuff, but yeah, little detail around here. Still need to obviously sort how I'm getting the wood across. Then coming around the back, I'll go up there in a minute because it's not a lot up here. So this kind of extends out. I just need to obviously fill all this in once this area down here is done, but I'm not sure kind of what I'm doing with it yet. I did say about having trains potentially running under here. I think it'd be quite cool having them lowered. So this will be an opening for stairs eventually going down and then coming round, just kind of a walkway. And then this will be an opening to a elevator which will take us all the way down to our different mining levels, which should work out pretty good. It gives us like a 3 wide space for an elevator. And then the last thing to do is just quickly show you upstairs. I mean, it's literally just the roof, but I've used these iron bridge stairs. It's kind of the best looking stairs I could find to go with the build. But yeah, nothing really up here, just roof access. So I haven't really done much between episodes because I'm recording this one kind of straight after, but I've added a few lights here and a couple of vines. Did have to extend my portable storage, so it's more of a lorry now instead of a little truck. But we've got a max storage vault on there, so we've got plenty of room now for going forward. But in terms of the building itself, I just kind of took out this wall here because I originally put it in because I was trying to stop it lagging. I've removed a couple of sound mods because apparently they cause a bit of lag with steam engines and blaze burners. So it's not too bad now. I haven't really done much this side because we still need to get the crushing wheels in and all that kind of stuff. And obviously I haven't hooked anything up yet because I want to do that on camera. Right, so I think the first thing we need to do is set up the wood coming over here, and I'm going to use chain conveyors. First time using them, so it's a little kind of practice of setting up the system before I kind of set up my main base. So I think if we get the conveyors itself in first, I've just kind of marked out where I need to place this first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That on top of there. And then we come across here. I'll just pop this on there for now. Connect this up. Like so. Now we just need to bring it across here. And this is where I'll feed the power in as well, because I think if we come down here, we've got access to the water wheel power, and hopefully there's enough kind of spare, enough stress unit spare to power these. Because I want to, obviously I don't want them on the power, the steam power, because if they go down, then it's not going to get fuel across. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And the chain's there. That should spin. Ah, yes, overstressed, just as I thought.
A few moments later.
Alright, so that's the extra water wheel in. And I'll put an extra 2 in just to give us a bit of headroom, but that's spinning now at a decent speed. So now we just need to set up the frog ports. I think if we punch a hole in here, and we'll use a item drain there, and we'll feed that from a barrel there, and that needs a packager on. Then we'll connect a frog port to there. And we'll name this something like power station in. If I can type in. That's just going to receive, but that's fine. Pop this one in on top of there. That's send only. That doesn't, I don't think that needs a name. All we need to do now is use this factory gauge, which will connect to this network. So that can kind of read the content of that, I believe. And then we want to pop that on this packager. And then we can kind of set what we want this to request. So we've got a load of spruce over there. And then we want to keep like, I don't know, 6 stacks here. So if we go spruce log, monitor, then we right click, we should be able to see our power station in. So that's where it's sending to. I mean, I think you can place this gauge anywhere, to be honest, but it just makes sense having it right on top. And then we want to close that, hold right click, and then set 6 stacks. That should send a request. And it's working. Woo! Awesome. And did that send 6 stacks? It did. It works. That's actually so easy. Oh my god. Awesome. Oh, I want to do it again. Right, let's do 12. Then we'll run over. It's received. That's so cool. And it gobbles it up. I think that's everything. I can just put that there. Then it should send some more over because it's just used 2 stacks. And it does. That's awesome. And then that should smelt up. It does. And then the arm starts grabbing it. And you can hear the blaze burners already. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go, we're back at full power, and that's automatic now. And we'll start using a bit of the backlog of wood we've got over there. That's so cool. I could just sit here and watch this all day. But we've got things to do. So, I just need to get a speed controller in here somewhere. And then we want a gearbox in here. Rotate that. Awesome. So that's now hooked up to this. And then obviously we want everything running max speed. So now I want to get this mechanical crafter hooked up to the power so we can get the crushers crafted up. So to get this hooked up, we just need to go underneath. But I just want to make sure we've got everything we're going to need first. So I want to bring the power in probably here. So punch hole there. Then power going down will be there. Can I get that? Can't. Power going down will be there. So pop that in there. Get that gearbox back in. Perfect. And this will be a little cog. Bruh. A little cog.
This is the worst.
A little cog. There we go. And then, you know what? We're going to be fancy. Where is my brass? Make ourselves a nice little brass gearbox with the create encased mod. Not that you're ever going to see this properly, but, you know, you're seeing it now. And we can encase that. Looking good. Now we'll just run that down so we know where we're coming out. Alright, let's go underneath and get this all connected up. So that's the craft there. Just clear out some space. We can actually walk around. Perfect. And there's the power coming down. Let's put that straight into a gearbox. Like so. Into another one. That's going to be a problem. Going to have to come down one more. This is the only problem with using scaffolding, and I probably won't use it again, I'm not going to lie. Because you have to obviously clear out the block below it, which is a little bit annoying. That's me trying to be cheap and saving on andesite, but this can come across there. Just like that. That is working. And it's not overstressed. Well, you'd hope it wouldn't be. So now what we can do, if I remember the recipe, andesite alloy all the way around the edge. Oh, that isn't pointing in. That's my bad. Like so. And then, what is it? Wood. And then, what's in the middle? Can I remember? Can I remember? I definitely can't. And then maybe a casing in the middle. I'd be very surprised if I remembered. Oh, it is. Awesome. Oh no. No, it's not. I'm going to have to look, aren't I? Oh, it's a stone block in the middle. Ah, so close. We pop that in there. Wood around that, and then andesite alloy all the way around. Awesome, and that was absolutely rapid. Holy moly. Yeah, so now we've got a nice new shiny crushing wheels. I'm going to get these set up, and it's not going to be anything too major. Just a barrel there with a chute, and then gearbox, wheel. That'll leave us enough room to access this tank. It's looking good, and then we can just come up here and there. Oh yeah, baby. So now we just need the power over here. And what I'm thinking for that, to keep it nice, is probably just encase chain drives through the floor. Then we can pull power out either way. So we just need to go back underneath. Progress. Oh, that's so annoying. It isn't lined up perfectly. And bring this down all the way. Then we'll just put a gearbox in there. Where are my shafts gone? Did I use them all to make gears? Probably. Some more andesite alloy crafted. Just while that's crafting up, I just want to say a massive thank you for all your recent support. And if you are liking the video, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you do want to see more of the world and how it progresses and you want to support the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you do want to support the channel even further, I've got a Patreon down below. And you'll get access to like kind of sneak previews on builds, exclusive schematics for patrons only, that kind of good stuff, and you'll be helping out in the best way possible. But if you aren't in the position to do that, then that's completely fine. Just being here is already so much to me. That little plug out the way, I'll get our alloys. And I'll load this back up. So we've got some when we come back. Just need to grab a bit more andesite. And some more nuggies. Where's that andesite gone? There we go. Alright, let's head back. Just need shafts along there. That's the crushing wheel set up. Much progress. Very good. So that's the crafters. Crushing wheels. Completed it. And they're spinning the right way. Awesome. So now I want to get a little system in here to make train casings. Just got a few things I need to craft up first. But once they're done, I'll bring us back in. And then we'll get this down. Alright, so I think we've got everything kind of crafted up. So I just want to get the pipes routed in first. So if we just punch a hole in the wall here for now. Thinking if we use a gear there. Then we can just hook that into there. And then round here, we can just bring that round. Just rotate that direction before I forget. If we bring this across now. With our encased chain drives. What are you? Oh my god, I'm so blind. So that's gonna feed into the pump. The spout, I should say, like so. Perfect. And then we just need that there. A belt. And then my stompers. And we're just going to have to rotate these so we can access the power. If we just put in a couple of gearboxes. So that's that all powered. And then if we sneak in a barrel. There. Like so. And then we'll have an output barrel here. That should process the item before it goes into the barrel, but we can test that now. Quickly grab some lava, and I've got a few bits of obsidian, so we just need to crush that first. Right, to quickly test this, we'll just chuck in a drain here. Just quickly grab some lava. Put that there. We are going to have to hand crank this in, I think. Rotate that. Lava in. Cool. Okay, so now we've got some lava in there. We can test this out. We've already crushed the obsidian down. Show the moment of truth. Will this make train casings? Success. And I meant sturdy sheets. Now we make the train casings. And we'll just... Oh yeah, baby. Trains. We have reached the locomotive age. Awesome, and that's such a nice little compact setup. We can make that look a bit tidier, I think. Off camera. So quickly before we start, I did build this between episodes. Just a little minecart contraption to automatically grab lava from the nether. And if you do want to see how I built this and see it in action, I will be uploading a video shortly. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification so you get notified when that goes live. I do want to say if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help the channel out a lot and helps the video get out there. But with all that out of the way, let's get into it. So now we've got the ability to do sturdy sheets and train tracks up at the top base. I can start working on this area a bit more. So what I'm going to clear out all these trees. I'm going to drop the floor to 63 for now, because that's like what sea level's at, and just kind of see if that's is going to give us enough height for what I've got in mind. But I'll just get the trees cleared out and get everything to kind of, like I say, to that Y level first. So now we've got a bit of an area cleared out. We're going to have the train tracks coming underground. I'll have a tunnel entrance here, and they'll come through. We'll have split into a bit of a yard here. I think the first building's going to go here, which we're going to start building today. See, I've got some train tracks with me, so I can kind of gauge where I want everything. This is going to be where the lift is. So if we just jump down here, so this will be the lift. It's going to be what, a 3x3. So that's going to be there. So we need to leave that kind of space, and then platform-wise here, railing, 3 platform. And then then how much space do we want between the track? One should be enough, I would have thought. So that's in there. Next step is to probably get a platform all the way across, just kind of fill this in. Get the train tracks extended, just kind of fill in this whole area, blocking this hole, make it look a bit more refined and finished, you know, because we're professionals. Can't be looking like this. Cue the time lapse. Alright guys, so I've got a platform in, I've got the train tracks in, and I've just added a third one as a little siding, just to kind of see where I want this building, because I'm actually going to have it over the train tracks on stilts. And if you're not familiar with the construction wand mod, I highly recommend using it if you're playing through this mod pack. It just kind of extends the block. It either extends the block you're looking at, or you can have a block in your offhand and use that. And it just makes kind of building out these platforms a lot easier. Alright guys, so gathered up a load of bricks and stuff, and it's just a couple of things we need to figure out. First one's how high the building's going to be. So I've got a train station, just so we can kind of create a little temporary train. And when I say train, I mean it's going to be this with blocks going up. So I think how high would a train be? It's going to be like 3 wide with like, I'm going to say 5 high. So 3, 3, 4, 5. Just think if we go for that kind of height for a train, leave 1 block gap and then go above that, that'll give us plenty of wiggle room on the trains itself. So the next one we need to figure out is where we want this to be centrally. And honestly, probably just about here will be fine. It doesn't really matter too much for this part, so we'll just mark out with girders. And we'll come up. We want to leave 1 gap, so we'll mark that with a different block. Just sand, because I've got it. And this will be the floor of the building. Perfect. And we can just use the wand. You want to be careful if you're using this one. You don't want to, like, if you're trying to extend this way, you right click here, it's going to extend up. And say if you're extending a big platform like that, if you right click on the top, it's going to extend like 64 blocks worth up, so you'll have to mine the whole platform out. It'll kind of like double height it. Probably explain that really bad, but alright, so got a bit of more of a basic shape in now. Got the wall extending to where the tunnel's going to go, and then obviously we're not working on this today, but it's just kind of a placeholder where everything's going to go. I've extended the platform this side, and then we'll have a little walkway underneath here. I think this will work quite well. So we'll just have some stairs going up, whether they're here or potentially here maybe. So obviously all this is going to be filled in. If we come up here now, you might be able to kind of visualize a bit better. So obviously this is the tunnel, and you can see the height we want to be at. So I think it's that block there. Just kind of want to extend that. So this is probably going to be the new floor height. So this will all be filled in. So we could have some stairs kind of leading down here. But for now, we just want to get this farm in. Now everything's kind of in place. I'm kind of happy with where everything's going to go. And it's not going to be in the way. So this is still 9 across. So if we bring the wall up here for now, like so. So that'll be that wall. Come around the corner. Probably should have counted where I was placing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'll just extend this one more block. So that gives us 15 up until that point. Right, so I haven't actually tested any of this, but I want a way of being able to shut off the mob farm when, say, when the vault's full or when I just don't need any more XP, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking we should be able to use a cart assembler. And we'll have this in the middle. So I think I've allowed for 5 spawners. I'll have this just here. Okay, and then we'll just lock rotation on that, and then if we put a redstone link there potentially, and for testing we'll just give it a shaft, and then a shaft on the red, and then we need to change this to receive, and we just need a lever. Okay, so yeah. So that works. Obviously it's not glued together because these are going to be spawners at the top. Yeah, so we'll have the receiver here next to the assembler. And then in the main building, we'll either have a manual shut off or it'll be connected to the storage, like I say, to kind of turn off when the XP is full, or it's just going to save on lag. But for now, we just need to get rid of all of that. And I think this does mean we probably have to have this one higher, just because I need room for the belts, which we'll probably put in now. So belts all the way along here. All the way along here. And then for now in here. So our belt's running this way and then sending the spawns over here so we can kind of see them coming towards us. We'll have like a little glass wall in here. I think that'll work out quite nicely. First, we can kind of get the building built up, I think. And then we'll go grab the belts. So let's go. What have we got here? So that's perfect, yeah. Okay, that works out nicely. And I think tinted glass is in here. I hope it is. Okay. Amethyst shards. Right, so just quickly been to grab some amethyst and just need to get this crushed up using our new crushing wheels. Very nice. And I have got a machine going in here, but I did want to get this XP farm down ASAP because my tools are all on the brink of breaking. And my armor's even worse. So I need to get some XP ASAP, get some levels. The original plan for this episode was to kind of get a Cobbleworks factory down. But like I say, I think the XP is a bit more important at the moment. So hopefully this is going to be enough shards. So we need tinted glass. Now, I could be very wrong in thinking this allows spawn, so light stops light. So we'll get all these windows filled in. God, and I need a better way of getting up here. Right, we'll get these windows in, and I already know we're not going to have enough. We're only going to have enough for this side. Or the two sides. We're not going to have enough for the end yet, but I think I've got some more shards crafting up anyway. And I've placed this in the most awkward way possible. What if I just do this? Then we can use our lovely little wand. Alright, so I need to go back down and get some more amethyst. Probably, let's work out. Need 30 glass there, and then probably the same on the other side. Damn. Look at them reflections. Cool. Anyway. Alright, we're back. And we've got the tinted glass. So just fill these in now. Now, over here, so obviously this is going to be the wall. I think realistically this is going to move because I want a nice walkway along here. So I won't worry about that yet. I do want a nice view of this, so I think I'm just going to do glass all the way along, to be honest. Alright, so we've got the basic box in, and emphasis on the box because at the moment it looks absolutely disgusting, but hopefully I can kind of work my magic a bit. But the killing mechanism and all that, I want to get all that in first, and then we'll make it look pretty after, because it's no point looking pretty if it doesn't work. So I think next on the list is probably getting the tunnel across and getting somewhere where we can poke them with a sword. Alright, so I've got a bit of a little platform in on the other side, so we'll start getting the belts in. The wall's going to be here. And I don't want to use brick for this building, but I've no idea what I want to use yet. I'll have a little play once everything's working, but we'll need to get the belts in for now. Not too long. Surely not. It's just too long. Okay, cool. I mean, it's a nice place for it to stop. There we go. Because we can kind of hide. We'll hide the belts in here. Do this. And we can just get some encased chain drives there when we need to. For now, we just need to get all this in. Luckily, that's not too long. I didn't even test that. Perfecto. We'll get this end finished off. So in here, we're going to need a deployer. We'll pop that there for now. Spin that around. Just kind of extend this a little bit more. Give us a bit more room to work with. So think out the back. I think we can pull out two sides. It's basically what I want to do. I want to pull the XP out the back here. And the items are just going to get pulled out here, in theory. And then if we just use a couple of item drains, we have them going into our draw controller. Like so. I'm hoping we can pull out the two sides, but we'll have to just kind of test that in a minute. So, for now, we just need to get the power across, and it's right there, so is that lined up? Can probably just come straight out of there, actually, and if we just rotate this round, not like that, but like, nope. Almost. Almost. Yeah, like that. And then if we use encased chain drives coming down, I if we got any normal ones. Ah, we do. Well, and then if we're using case chain drives coming down here. Ow. We just need to rotate that one when we can. And then we can literally just come straight across. Dig a little hole. And then we'll just come off this like that. And we have rotation. So we just need to rotate that one. That's working. It's absolutely rapid. Put it in attack mode. And then for the belt, we can spin that around. And it's the wrong way, but put a gearbox in there. So that's that going. Let's go have a look at what direction these are going. So in that case, we just need another gearbox in there. And it's going to break until we rotate it. Now we should be able to get them in. Pick that up before it goes flying. You can see that's spinning the right way now. So if we pop this back in, we're going to get fired rapido. Whee! Awesome! Right, and then that in there. That's all spinning. Yum. Nice. Oh, it's all coming together. And you might be thinking, I could just kill him over there. But I kind of want to see him coming flying across this bridge because we're going to have windows in here. So it's going to be cool to see them all spawn and get fired across. That's a theory. I don't see why it wouldn't work. But I think that's everything in here. We just need to get a couple of filters in. But we can't really do that until we've got the spawners in. And we can't really do that until we've encased all this in. So that means more building. Alright guys, so it still looks an absolute mess for now. But I think everything's kind of in place to kind of test this out. It's nowhere near done. It's kind of like one half, but this half of the tunnel is going to be for something else anyway. Alright guys, so I'm just super excited to get this testing out. So, don't think there's much more to do that. So I think we need a couple of drawers in for starters. We will need more than this, no doubt. We can just lock them for now. We'll quantify as well, so it shows how much of each item's in there. And then we want a way of turning this off and on. Put that there for now with a lever underneath. And we'll put a link here. Blaze rod. And then set that to receive. So that's already powered. Alright, let's go to the nether, get these spawners. Oh, I'm so excited. Hopefully this works first time. Hopefully. And past Ginger's very kindly already put a blaze spawner right at the other side of this portal. So I know we can pick these up, but oh god, bear with me. Right, so right, can you just go away for 2 seconds? Right, I'll put that. Ow, ow, ow. Put that back in there. And there's one over there as well. Right, put you there. So if we put this here, like so, then we should have a lever. Like that, and we can pick this up now. And pop it on there. Then we turn the lever on. And that disables the spawner, as you can see. And then we just right click with a wrench, pick that up, pick all that up and run away. So by standard default config, you can't actually pick up spawners with the contraption. So I'll quickly show you where you find the setting for this. So if we go into mods, search for create, scroll down, so the actual create mod you want, config, then we go to gameplay settings, kinetics, contraptions, let me scroll all the way down, And then we've got a movable spawner config here. And you just want to, normally it's on no pickup. If you just change that to movable, back out of there, and then you should be able to pick up your spawners. Smash that like button for that little tip there. So now we are back, and obviously we use the assembler already in. We can pop that in there, and you can see the spawner is deactivated because I've already given this a redstone signal. So we can now get rid of these torches. Yeah, it's pretty dark in here, which is very good. And then just need a bit of tinted glass, and I'm hoping this little crack here won't stop it spawning. We'll try it. Hopefully, it's still got a good spawn rate. And I'm not after peak efficiency at all, because this is just gonna, and I've just realised these should be brick. Like I say, I'm not after peak efficiency. I'm just after it looking good, really, and I think this looks pretty good so far. I do say so myself. So we flick this now. That should activate the spawner. We might have to be within range. Are you going to spawn?
One eternity later.
Oh yeah, baby. It's spawning. Oh god, I haven't turned the gears on. I haven't turned the belts on, I should say. Oh, they're coming through. Oh, it's working. And I haven't put a sword in here either. Oh god, it's all going wrong. Where's my sword gone? Oh lordy. Sword, hello. Did my backpack pick you up? Is it in here somehow? In here somehow? Oh, I've got it. Cool. Right. So now we've got this. We can filter this. So that can get filtered there. Rotate that. I thought nuggets could be drained. That's okay. We'll just turn that back off for now. But I think it's going to work. So we'll put blaze rods in there. Okay, so maybe we need a disenchanter here. So I think before we try this disenchanter, I'm just going to put a tank below here, because I feel like it might work with this item drain. But so if we put that there, and then we can just come straight into a tank here. That should be a good spot. Perfect. Perfect. Right, okay, up here. Oh, I need to put a cog in. Put the cog in here. My inventory's such a mess. Anyone else's inventory management just as poor as mine? Or is it just me? Okay, that's spinning the right way. I'm like, oh, I need this block. Oh, I need this block. And then this happens. Right, so what if we put a nuggy on there now? Nothing happens. So maybe we do need this disenchanter. The lazy spawn. They fly across. And they fly up. And it's working. XP! Woohoo! Let's go, baby. Now, ignoring the fact that this looks absolutely horrendous, we have a working XP farm. So now all that's left to do is to make this look all pretty. And unfortunately, I can't fit it all into this video, so I'll just have to kind of walk you around after we've got it all done. But first, let's sort this out. Alright guys, so we've got quite a bit done. And I would love to like include these details in the time lapse, but Yeah, the video is already kind of half an hour long without including all the detailing, so we'll definitely walk through now and show you what I've done. So first of all, I've covered up where the tunnel's going to go. Then I've dropped it down here leading into this building. Obviously we'll like build around there eventually. Put a little staircase in for now. And then I've got this staircase kind of wrapping around the outside, and that'll lead into the building that'll be kind of built up there. And then we've just used these copycat panels here for like a windowsill. Okay, so down at the platform, still very much work in progress, but I'm liking the direction it's going. Left this space for the lift to bring us down. Just kind of lined off the edge of the platform with these deep slate bricks for now. And then in the middle here, I've just used these frame slabs to kind of give a bit of an uneven surface between the two tracks. And then over here, again, not fully finished, but just started kind of fencing this off. And then just taking a closer look at these pillars. We've used a industrial iron train hull with the block of industrial iron, and then just some metal girders leading into a chute. Then we just capped them off with an item hatch, and then we're running metal girders in each direction. And we've got these little support wedges just kind of giving an extra bit of detail at the bottom. Yeah, and I really like these Macau bridge lanterns. So they tuck in quite nicely. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going for like this kind of overgrown theme, like it's been abandoned for a while and we've kind of repurposed it into what it is now. So between episodes, I've just kind of been studying quite a bit. Just letting this farm run passively. Got all the XP. I've got all my gear repaired now. I did have to make a new pair of boots because they'd broken before I got a chance to put mending on them. But protection 4 and breaking, feather falling 4 and mending, I think they're pretty good. And then to show you everything else, because I've added a couple of enchants to this. Chest plate and leggings are still the same. And then we've got efficiency 4 on the axe now. I also chucked smite 5 on there just because I had the boot lying around. Got efficiency 5 on the shovel now. And then I also made myself a bow with unbreaking, power 5, punch and infinity. I mean, in terms of the actual farm, it's been running pretty flawlessly, to be honest. The only issue is just obviously having to stand here. Sure, there was a mod that allowed kind of like mob spawners to carry on working when you're not in the area. If you know what that is, just let us know down below, because I'd like this running in the background whilst we're doing other bits and not having to stand like right here. And then down this end, I did take the diamond sword out because it had mending on, so the XP rates we were getting. Oh lordy. Ah, you're stuck now, aren't you, Mr. Phantom? Get out of here. So, yeah, as I was saying, we had mending on the sword when here, which was... Don't know if it's because the sword didn't have full durability, but the XP rates just weren't good enough. So I've seen if we've got an unlimited supply of iron, I've just filled this with iron swords. And it's plenty quick enough. And we don't really need a looting 3 because we've got all the blaze rods. Oh. I've almost forgot the biggest thing that I've changed. I'll quickly just turn this off to show you. I've added a lever here to control the power for the belts, which is just on a clutch here. And then we can obviously turn the spawners off with this one, like I showed at last episode. I mean, the belts is just kind of for getting in for maintenance, and then I've added my little door here. And coming in, you can see we've added a couple more spawners in. Got 2 zombie spawners, and then I went to the nether and got 2 more blaze spawners. And I did put the slabs on top. I think that's really helping with the blaze spawners, because originally they were spawning on top and just kind of chilling up there. But now they haven't got enough height to spawn at the top. They just fall straight down on the belts. That's working pretty good. And then on the platform, Not done too much, just had a couple of more girders here and there. But we're going to carry on with that next episode, because this episode I want to kind of get a few things crafted up that I've been putting off. Like the extendo grip, the portable drill, the potato cannon. And I do want to try out this biplane from Immersive Aircraft, because my long-term plan for the world, we've got Creator excavation in here, and what this does is randomly spawns ores in chunks, and these ores are unlimited, and you have to kind of put a drill down. So these drills here, obviously it's a bit of a craft, but nothing, no materials we haven't already got, so we won't get into this today. But with these, you can place them in the chunk and it just continually produces whatever resources in that chunk. So with this mod, these ores will kind of randomly spawn all over, and I want to kind of mark out where they are, and then eventually we'll bring them back into a kind of central processing plant. That's the idea, and obviously that's going to be a massive project, but for today I want to get this biplane crafted up, and then we can kind of start marking some ores and just have an explore of the world, really, because we haven't really explored together. But first, obviously we need precision mechanisms, and I'm currently using the setup we did originally for train tracks, so I think I'll get a bit more of a permanent setup here. He says, quickly build this, bring the power across. That'll need extending, like so. Brass funnel here with a filter on it. If we put in precision mechanism, like so, deny. So everything will get sucked back into the vault, apart from completed mechanisms. Perfect. Then we can pinch the power from here. And then we need 3 encased chain drives at the back. Like so, that's all them going. Perfect. Put a barrel there for now. It's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. Honestly, I think I'll just... I don't really need a barrel this end, because I only like putting kind of one sheet in at a time. So we just need to fill these up now, and I've just got to remind myself of what actually needs. Small, big, okay, and gold sheets. So quickly grab them. Perfect. So that there and there, them and there. And then we chuck one sheet at a time. It's absolutely rapid. And what did we get out of there? Because it wasn't a precision mechanism, I know that. I can see it going round. Incomplete heat engine. Get out of here. Try. We'll try again. There we go, there's one. This is why I kind of built here, because we're running at full speed. So this is absolutely rapid, whereas the train tracks are just ticking away in the background. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of stuff at the top, to be honest, and we've just run out of large cogs. So that'll do for now. 5 will be plenty. So I think the first thing I want to craft is this extendo grip. It's going to help with building massively. So you need brass, mechanism, sticks, and a hand. So let's get this crafted up. Got our sticks, we've got the mechanism, so we start at the very top with an ingot. Mechanism, 6 sticks. Hopefully this will work in this configuration. And then the hand at the bottom, give it a signal. Perfect. Extendo grip. Oh wow. Holy crap. Never actually used one of these. But this thing's got some reach. Mending. No. Mending book. Thank you very much. And then we'll put that on there. I think now we just want to get straight into exploring, so we'll get this biplane crafted up. We hop down here. thank God for feather falling. And this should be a relatively quick craft, so we need 3 of them. Couple of pistons. Blast furnace, which needs smooth stone for. Perfect. 15, that'll do. And then just the propeller. And then the actual plane itself. I don't know, we need to craft the engine still. Boiler. Engine. There we go, the plane itself. But we have not finished there. We just quickly pop this down, show you the interface. So not very suitable place for an airplane, but I think if we go into the inventory, we've got 4 upgrade slots we can use. And then if we search here at immersive, got all these little upgrades we can put in. So we've got the gyroscope, potentially the steel boiler. We'll definitely take the landing gear so we can get up in the air a bit quicker. And probably just the sturdy pipes, which gives us 10% engine power. That gives us 25% engine power. Be 35% engine power. I think that's probably all. Well, that's all we've got room for, so that's one gyroscope. And we just need another one of these boilers. Another blast furnace. And that's the steel boiler upgrade. And for the landing gear, we just need some coal. And I'll take a stack with me. Or a couple of stacks. That's the landing gear crafted up. And then just the sturdy pipes. So if we hop back in here now, open up, we can put the boiler in, landing gear, pipes, and a gyroscope. Perfect. And I think if we pick this up, it should keep the upgrades in. Excellent. Is that long enough? I reckon so. So fuel in there. And then I think if we hold W, that increases. I can't actually remember how to fly these. Hold W. Ah. Okay. Okay. Right. I've figured it out. But first we need to sleep and put this back at the start of the runway. Ah. Just watching the sunrise. It's important to kind of, you know, take a step back and enjoy the little details you've added. All the way back in episode something. Anyway. Right, so if anyone doesn't know how to fly this like me, you have to hit space, which fires up the engines. And then if you hold space, it goes faster. Ooh. So space and shift controls your speed. And then we use WASD to kind of move up and down. And we're flying. We're flying in Minecraft. Right, where do we actually want to go? I think we're flying the right way. We are. Okay. So we're aiming for this. Like I say, it was all the way up in the sky, so I couldn't actually see it. So I have no idea what it is. It's definitely looking interesting. And we'll come out of first person because it might be a bit jarring for some people. God, this is so much easier than walking. I don't know why I didn't make this sooner. Oh, it's up there. Hey. Is this gonna make it? Oh God. Come on. Come on, little plane. You can do it. Oh, it's a create. Oh my god. It's a create building. Words. Alright, slow it down. Not too slow, not too slow. Oh god, this is going to be way... Alright, okay. We'll get the height first. We'll get the height. Then we're just going to... We'll just ease her in. Okay, line's looking good. Ease off on the throttle. Maybe a little too much. Oh, beautiful. Oh. I mean, we kind of clipped into the roof, but I think that was a pretty good landing, if I say so myself. Oh, we got goodies. What are you? Ah, just a Fletcher. Damn. Okay, a bit of redstone. Oh, a power 3 book. What we got there? We've already got power 5. Take the gunpowder and name tag, and don't really need the backpack. I will, however, take these emeralds. Can you... Actually, I won't push you that way. Can you get out the way? Turn my magnet on so we don't drop anything off the side. Awesome. Ooh, volts. I mean, it'd be a shame if they were to accidentally end up in my backpack. I mean, we really don't need bolts at this point. Because we've got an unlimited iron, but, you know, can't help but take free stuff. Just kind of hoping for some crate stuff in these chests, to be honest. Holy crap, what the... Number 1 to create sky village. Huh? What does that mean? But holy speed controllers and arms, Jesus. I mean, we're definitely taking all these because these are a pain to make. Thank you very much. And I'll take that digging book. We've got one at home, but second one won't hurt. Oh yeah, I'm taking all of this. I don't even care. These are just a pain to craft. Or especially the mechanical arms. That's like precision mechanisms and everything. I did not even notice this. Oh my god, it's a beacon. I guess he was gonna... I don't know. But we just got a beacon chilling here in the floor. Can I break? Surely I can. I can. And that's the easiest beacon I've ever got. Well, thank you, Aubrey. Your services have been greatly appreciated. I will never see you again. Good day. Now, pretty... Yes. Oh, God. Ooh. Excellent. Now we just need to swim to shore. So I may have forgotten to do one teeny weeny little... I beg your pardon. What is this? I mean, we came to explore. Where are my torches? Oh my god, I've forgotten torches as well. I am terrible. Do I want to go down into the death pit of spiders? Am I going to regret it? Probably. After getting all my nice, shiny new armour. Oh god, yeah, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to regret it. Oh god, panic, panic. Up. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. I'm stuck. Bruh. Let me out. I'm just not moving. There we go. Jesus. Get out of the way. Oh my god. End me. Why is there so many? Right, these cobwebs are absolute pain. Right. Regroup. They're everywhere. Oh yes, get rid of all the cobwebs. This is it. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, that worked. There's got to be a spawner in here, surely. There is. Now, do I want... Nah, I don't want this spawner. Now, if you're wondering what's probably saving my bacon here, I did find this antidote vessel, which greatly reduces the duration of negative effects. So, see, these are poisoning me, but lasts like 1 second. Okay, I think that's it. Just leans under... Oh my god, I'm getting out of here. What a horrible place. And I just realised one of the main reasons we came to explore was to obviously find these veins. Obviously, I forgot to craft up the vein finder and atlas, so we need to head back because I was in a bit of a... Got a bit carried away before. Got a bit excited. Just need to find a bit of a flat area to take off from. Ah, this will do, I think. Monkeys! No way. I want one. No way, can I think this is only a one-seater. I can pick him up. Yay. Aw, I need a two-seater plane. Oh my god. He's so cute. Uh-oh. The zombies are coming. Run. We'll fly, I should say. Oh god, oh god. Oh god. We made it. We're out. And I've just marked that so we can come back and... Oh, we could make a monkey sanctuary. What the hell is this? What is that? What is this? Got a spawner on top and a barrel. Anyway, we need to go back and get the stuff crafted up, so I'll meet you back there. Alright, so now we've actually got everything ready, we can go and find this gold, hopefully. And I'm hoping we can use this ore vein finder whilst we're flying. Don't see why not. And we can, perfect. Alright, so if we just head in this direction for a little bit, it's not going down, so maybe this direction. Perfect, yeah. Okay. We scan again. And there's a mountain. Oh god, that was close. Okay. I think we're close enough now. We'll just bring it down. Yeah, we're right on top of it. Perfect. Awesome. So 50 blocks away. So if we look at the map now, it's going to be within the smaller red circle here. If we just head this way, and we'll see. Success. I have found the chunk, right. Okay, this is awkward. I don't know if we can place these underground, under the water, I should say. Oh, we can. Perfect. And then we get our atlas. Cool. And then it shows us the vein size, obviously renewable, location, and where it is. Awesome. Let's see if we can find any more ores. Bit of a bumpy take off there. Oh, so wanted to fly through that. Would have been cool. But definitely a bit risky. Right. So we'll just kind of fly off in this direction for a bit. See, it's going to still pick up this gold. So I'm hoping for that. See if we kind of fly over here. It'll pick up something else. We'll kind of just keep scanning as we go. You know what? We'll put this on hold, and I'll probably do this off camera because I'm just flying around, and we'll definitely go check this out if we can land. And I backed myself for landing on that roof. Famous last words. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now what is this place? Probably full of really friendly people. Torches. There's no way I forgot torches again. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm so blind. Anyway. Don't trust them dispensers. What's this place? Ah, 3 bones. I mean, we've got a bed. Can sleep. Oh, it goes down. Okay, okay. Now it's getting interesting. Nothing. Huh. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Actual heart attack. All of them have been empty and then this one got me. One I don't check. Okay. Nothing in there. Surprised there aren't any mobs. Did that speak too soon? I can hear breathing. It goes down again. Oh god. What the hell was that? That ain't no Minecraft mob. Ooh, a chest. Ancient door. I'll take it. Don't know what they're used for, but I'll take it. Oh, the little people look. Oh, wow. The little statues, I should say. I mean, this is just magma blocks, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll do the parkour. Parkour. Don't know how we're gonna get back across, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now I'll see myself out. Oh, I see you. Hello? What is that? Oh my god. Something in the water. Something in the water. I'm panicking. Oh my god, it's a crocodile. Not again. You killed my horse. Holy crap, they are rapid. I mean, we can take it, right? We can take it. Die, Satan. This is for the horse with no name. Oh, fishy. I can still hear something. Right, what does this do? I'm not even gonna... Oh! Okay, I guess I'm in the... I don't like it. Get me out, get me out. I know there's nothing in there, but still. Right, okay. Oh, okay. Easy, he says. More statue. Oh my god, he goes down again. How big is this? Oh. Where? Where are you shooting me from? Oh, I see you. Sneaky little dispenser, you. Anything in here? Oh, an emerald. Chest I don't trust. That one. I mean, I don't even trust this gravel. Like, is it just gonna fall? What's smashing? Anything? No. Maybe I just broke something. Reckon we put an emerald in here? Something will happen? Or maybe you're supposed to grab the emerald, it falls in and activates this. But awesome shot, awesome. Run. Nope, it just stole my emerald. Where does this go? Alright. Let's just have a little peek. At what's going on? I'm not too familiar. I'm not like a redstone pro, but I'm pretty sure like when you drop the emerald in here, you were supposed to open this door, potentially. This is a not gate, is it not? We just do that, maybe. And then we put the emerald back in. Aha. Yes. Ah, and the hopper is also the wrong way. That hopper needs to be facing into that hopper. Beep. Oh, what is this, I wonder? Maybe if we put an emerald in here. Oh, wow, a secret door. Who would have thought? Something's making weird noises. Alright, let's just go for it. Oh. I mean, there was a load of emeralds, but I thought the chest was about to attack me. Ah, I see. Silverfish. Awesome. Now, is that... I think that must be everything. Well, that was a cool little dungeon. But I think it's time we head back now. After all them shenanigans. Right, where's me plane? Takeoff might be a little bit of a... little bit difficult in the terrain. Different terrain. We can get on top of these trees, however. Like so, I can jump. Back it up all the way. And give it the beans. Perfect. And that's why I wanted the short takeoff. Right, let's head home. Oh, mountain. Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh, mistakes. Perfect. Straight through the hole. Totally went straight through that hole. That was too small. I mean, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Coming in for landing. Beautiful. So before we get into today's episode and I'll show you building this track, just quickly show you what I've done in between episodes. I kind of built up this wall, extended it out a little bit, built up these stairs. I'm not too sure how I feel about these, but it's just a kind of temporary way of getting up. Very temporary. Just detailed up the inside a little bit. And then I did ask in the last video if anyone knew of a mod to allow the spawners to spawn when I'm not around. And HB33 Green, I'll leave the comment up on the screen somewhere, came in clutch. And he mentioned about the Scarecrow Territory mod, so I've gone ahead and installed that. So I've got the bits here, and we'll just get this quickly crafted up. So we've got pumpkin, carve a face into that. Perfect. And then we'll craft this up. So I think the jack-o'-lantern there, sticks around, and then a hay bale in the middle. Perfect. That gives us a purple one, which is 5 for now. So if we come up here, and you can recolor these just with right-clicking it with some dye. But I think the perfect place for this is just up here, if it fits. Pop this right in the middle above the spawners. Awesome. So that should now kind of keep the spawners doing their thing. So if we come over here, we should be able to stand up kind of here. And they should carry on spawning. And they are. Perfect. So thank you very much for that one. Oh, and this is going to go wild now. Maybe too much, but yeah. We can kind of leave that running in the background now. Alright guys, so I think the first thing we need to do is make a bit of a train to dig out the kind of route for the tracks. So I want the base of the track to be 64. So we need to come up to 64. So that's the height we need to be at eventually. And if we put a track there, and then we come along here, make sure it's staying straight. So that's that. We just put a train station here. Create new train. And then we need casing, controls, something to build with, and then just a load of drills, I think. We put our casing there. And then this is just going to be super simple. Put the train controls there, and then honestly just the drills straight below. We come around the track. Hopefully this is going to work. Might get away with putting the drills straight there, to be honest. Perfect. So we want to come this far across for now. Let's just clear out some space. So we want to come down. That's the lowest we want to do for now. And then we need to come across there. And then I want to do diagonally up. I'll give us like a nice slope on the edge of the tracks. We just need to fill this all in. So now we just need to glue all this together. So we'll just do that. The main body in. And then just get these bits in there. Like that. Now we just need to attach it to the actual train. Like so. And I think we'll need some kind of storage on here. A couple barrels. Attach it to there. So now we just need to go over to where we want the rail to end up. So, but before, I need to figure out what height we need to build it in at. Got a bit of rail already. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this rail needs to be 5 higher than what we want the main rail at. And I think right about here is perfect. So we're at 64 now, which is where we want the rail to be, but we need to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have the rail there. Let's just see what the range is on this, because I have upped it to 128 blocks. We come up here and we can connect. If we hold left control, okay, that's quite a steep turn because it's only done the slope, but not to worry. Because what we can do is that's where it wants to straighten out. So if we bring that back down, rail here, and then connect it. Hold left control again. That'll give us a much nicer slope, like. And then hopefully we've got enough room here to kind of bring it up to that 64 that we want. Oh, apparently that's connected. I think there's some kind of technical visual glitch going on. But we'll just drive along, see what this is going to do. So create assemble train. It's assembled. So now if we need a seat. Or can we just stand on here? Oh, we can just stand on here. Oh. It's working. Okay. And it's missing a few. Oh. Oh god. This is the most janky thing I've ever done. Time for the moment of truth. Oh god. Okay, the track is still there. Oh, and it's going up. Hopefully. Awesome. And we've stopped on the tree. Beep. Oh, the track's here. Okay, cool. I thought we were going to have to like turn shaders off or something, because it was glitching out with a track, but it looks like it's working. I definitely need to put a seat on this, because this is awkward. Now I can't get on top. Maybe with a little parkour. Excellent. Onwards. And we've made it. We've made it to the water. And I think all things considering, that is a pretty successful run. I think that's worth a treat. So let's just go and investigate the tunnel. Still got a lot of clean up to do. Get rid of all these trees. Definitely need to light this up straight away. And you know me, no torches. Oh yeah, this is going to be so cool. Awesome. Let's just get some torches down in here temporarily. So this is where it straightens out. So if we put a... We do one track there. That will just go all the way up to make it as smooth as possible. And I think I do want to go up one more. Just looking at this, so I think if we do this, yep, which will give us the 65. Hold control, put that in. And now we can't see the tracks at the moment, but... Oh, there we go. Something fishy going on. Right, so I've got the other tracker now. I've tidied up, got rid of all the trees, but I'm having a problem with the shaders, so if we come up here, it will eventually just disappear. The tracks will. And I don't know why. I've been messing around. Obviously, if we come up here and they disappear, we turn the shaders off. And they're back in. So I know it's a shader problem. Yeah, so if anyone knows any fixes for this, I've had a look on Reddit and everything I've tried hasn't really worked. It's probably some compatibility issue somewhere. So if anyone's got any ideas, let me know down below so if they can get it fixed, because I don't really want to turn my shaders off just for this curve, or this slope I should say. But we'll just ignore that for now and focus on the main objective today, which is getting a bridge across here. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to get this over to the other side, just get it out of the way. Alright, so now we've got a bit of an area cleared out. What we can do, we want to get the train tracks in. Then if we hold tough in our offhand, and then we come to the other side, right click there, perfect. That's placed tough underneath as well. Then we just need to do the same for the other side. So for the actual bridge, I think maybe just start off with some weathered iron. And we'll mark out the center here. And then if we come across, then we'll go up 5 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this coming out another block. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now it doesn't look weird. And then if we come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Potentially is a good number. Then we'll mark out there. Up 5. Or should we go up 4 this time? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if we mark out there again, then if we do an extra 2, get rid of that one. We'll put a bearing there facing this way. Perfect. And then we'll just temporarily get rid of that for now. And if we use something like a shaft perhaps, then if we build up potentially 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just glue all that together. Perfect. And then we'll come around the back. Turn that to only place when anchor is destroyed. Pop a handle on that. Perfect. And now we just need to rotate the other way. Then I reckon... I reckon about 30... by 30. And that... oh, and that is pretty perfect. Awesome. And then what we can do, we can get rid of all this for starters. Can we get rid of that? We can. So once we've kind of set the angle, we can get rid of the valve. So in that case, I think I'm going to want this on this side, just so we can kind of hide it a bit better. If we just do that, put in our handle back in, set this to only place when destroyed again, set this to 30 degrees, rotate the other way. Awesome. And then we can get rid of that, and then all we've got to do is hide that, but we can go in and paste this here. I think that's going to work very well. A little too well, maybe. Now, if we could get like another one here, kind of like a bit of a shallower angle up to the top, I think that'll look pretty damn cool. We can even go like get some angles in there and there as well. Well, yeah, I'll have a little play off camera and then bring you back in and show you what I've come up with for the girders at least. Alright guys, it's been a hot minute, I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing around with different angles, different positionings, but I think I'm getting somewhere. I think maybe next time if we was doing a bridge like this, probably do it a bit taller. And I haven't done the top beams at an angle just because I'd have to have mechanical bearings either here or here. So just coming up onto the bridge itself, I've just obviously been using the mechanical bearings, and I've even used them on the vertical ones here, because if I place a girder normally vertically, it places like that, and I wanted to kind of continue the like actual metal girder kind of shaping, if that's the right word, upwards. So what I've done here is just kind of built it out horizontally and then glued it all together and then rotated it 90 degrees vertically, but it still keeps that kind of horizontal form. I think that's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to get rid of the tuff eventually and just have kind of girders running under the track and supporting the track. And then I can probably just kind of hide these with copycat panels and stuff like that. Or something. Hopefully it's not going to be in the way of the train. But, you know, time will tell. I mean, what I could do before I kind of build this side is move the track over one space. Or move them both into the middle. There's like a one gap in between. That could also possibly work. And just for demonstration purposes, I will show you what I mean. Just having a look now. Yeah, I think that's going to look loads better. I think. I'll prefer the smaller gap in the middle, but I don't know if I wanted this big gap at the side. So what I'm going to do is just move this over one more, like back to its original space, and then move this over again, just so we keep that one block in between. I'm going to build up the other side, and I think I will do this on a time lapse. Now I know what I'm kind of doing with these bearings. Hopefully it'll go a bit quicker, and then it kind of shows you kind of what goes into it. So you can do it in your own worlds, but yeah, let's get into it. Awesome, and that was way quicker than the other side. Now I know what I'm doing. And I've just noticed it gives like a nice little gradient on the bottom of these beams, just for an extra bit of detail, which is nice. Awesome, and I think that looks way better being just one block between. I think that was a very good call from me. I think now all that's left to do is actually make it look decent and just probably finish up the bottom, which is to load more girders, get some copycat panels around these, get some potentially some lights on. Alright, so this is future Ginge talking. I've just been kind of like detailing the bridge up, vibing away to my tunes, and Bad Day comes on, if you know the song, and honest to God, I'm going through the editing now, and I make a bit of a rookie error with the symmetry wand, but it actually times perfectly with the music in the background. Complete fluke, but I had to share it with you. And it times absolutely perfect with the music, which I didn't even realise at the time because I was that distraught. I'd basically undone all my work on the girders. But I'll show you. Oh. And as you can see, it was like right on point, and I stopped the recording pretty much after this because I was I just needed a little breather, and then I came back and redid all the girders. But we'll like get back into past Ginge and we'll take it from there. So after making that rookie error with the symmetry wand and accidentally removing the mechanical bearing, getting rid of all four, and then having to redo them all again. Oh, that was a pain. But I think I'm going to leave it here for now, just so I can get your guys' feedback on the bridge so far. I'm not too sure on how I feel about the zinc catwalk. I was going for like a rusty kind of texture, but I feel like it might be a bit too bright. So I might just kind of stick with the industrial iron catwalk that I've got under these rails just to stop me falling through. Because that was just annoying me, and that kind of blends in. Yeah, I'm not too sure myself. I think I'll see what you guys think and then make a decision on them. But yeah, this is the first ever bridge I built on Minecraft, and the scale might be way off, but it might be too big. But I think it looks alright. I think once it's got a couple of trains going across,